Welcome back to the official GeekSpeak podcast. I'm your host, Sean, and joined as always is my co-host, Josh Punk Rocker Rudy Rudolph. This is the podcast where we watch movies, make movies, play games, and more. What else can you ask for? This is a super-tastic summer, right?
Yes, indeed.
I mean, at least July was super-tastic world rebirth.
You're not wrong.
I'm not at it. We're not going to talk about the last movie there. I mean, that's fine.
But it's dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs aren't real. I'm kidding. Dinosaurs aren't currently alive.
We make the stance here today at GeekSpeak. Dinosaurs are not real, apparently.
And have never been real. We believe in
science. What's that? I never went to chemistry class. That's a lie. I got an A in chemistry class. I was a smart child.
Chemistry is wild. We have news. We have movie news. We have topics of Superman and the Fantastic Four first steps, potentially if we have time today. Because honestly, a lot to talk about. If not, would that be next episode instead? Because we have a lot to talk about. There's this whole month of July was Comic-Con, and I forgot that happened. I'm like, oh shit, that's a lot.
Me too. When you try to stay off the internet as much as possible, you kind of forget that things happen in the world.
But if we don't do the Fantastic Four this episode, it'll be next episode for sure. Recording hopefully in a few days. We'll see.
Because we are nerds and we like the comic book stuff.
Now, the delay in episodes for a while, I know we've had Thunderbolts in like April or May, and then a giant break. Then like 2 weeks ago, we had 2 episodes. That's because we recorded those episodes
a while ago.
Yeah, but we our podcast like, oh shoot, we have to pay for that again. So we waited until we got paid ourselves to go pay for the distributor again for the podcast. So that's why I had a bit of a break there. You know, life, can take money from you a lot. That's part of it.
Woo, anyway, being poor rocks.
Hey. Who called me poor? That's rude. Get him out of here.
Right.
Get out of here, Josh.
As we established yesterday, we are pre-rich.
It's true. He's making a gift that made me laugh so hard. It's Robin Hood wearing a disguise, shaking little cups, like, for poor, and just like, I'm pre-rich. Nice. The first thing I want to say is that rest in peace to Julian McMahon. He was known a lot of people here as Dr. Doom in the Fantastic Four movies from 2005 and 2007. He's also been in a lot of other roles as well, but in our community of nerdy and geeky things, that's why he's probably most known for. He died pretty young as well, I think in his 50s, and it's really shitty. And I have no words. I mean, he in the 2 movies that are not phenomenal, he was a really good performance.
Yeah,
for sure.
It always sucks whenever an actor like this dies, because we only know them from such few things. It makes me go like, damn, we really need to like actually start watching more things with them in it to fully understand the scope of like their impact as an actor.
Did you ever watch The Surfer from last year?
I did not, but I've heard
the
good
Nick Cage movie.
I've heard good things about it.
He's in that.
Oh, okay.
He was in the FBI, and FBI was one of the shows for a while. He was in the show Charmed. Nip Tuck, he was in that. The Residence. He's been in a lot of TV stuff recently-ish. That's been a big part of his career, right? Most recently. He's in a movie called Profiler, our show that I read as Pro-Lifer, which is a different vibe.
It's a bit of a different vibe.
A movie called Bait 3D from 2012. Looks like a shark movie. Kind of fun.
Sharks.
But he's been a lot of TV stuff recently is what he's, I think, most known for. And he died at 56 years old, July 2nd, the day after we recorded last episode.
Damn.
So... yes, that is not fun. But you know what is kind of fun? Squarespace. I'm kidding. We don't have any ads here. I just thought it would be really funny to do that.
I was about to say.
If we got sponsored by Squarespace today and I just had it randomly to you, that would make you laugh, though, I'm sure.
It'd make me laugh. It'd be a little bit in poor taste, though.
But it actually is fun, though? It's decom today. I had fun with it.
I like I mentioned to Sean
last night. So we watched Cadet Kelly. It's one we have both heard of at least. Nicole, my fiance, watched it with me this time because she's like, hell yeah, wait for me to watch this one because she's seen it before and likes it. So, okay, it's fun.
I remember as a kid seeing like the commercials for this all the time, but I never watched it. No real reason why. It just, as a child, it didn't interest me. I saw a few episodes of Lizzie McGuire as a kid, but that's about it. That's all that I recognized Hilary Duff from. And I didn't watch Kim Possible as a child, so I didn't know that was her. Chrissy Carlson Romano was also in this movie.
This poster is ingrained in my brain, though.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how, because I never seen the poster, but it's like always one that I've known. It's weird.
Well, it's on when they did, like next up, it was used that like that logo and stuff for.
Oh, right.
I have a lot of notes, but I just want to say the first thing I have on this list is why is Gary Cole in this movie? And why is Shawn Ashmore in this movie while doing X-Men?
Like this movie, and like this is my immediate first thought with this. This is the first of these that like actually feels like this had a budget and they didn't just film it like on a backlot in LA or like in a LA neighborhood. Like this feels like this had some money thrown at it, and like I could actually see this going to the movies like in the early 2000s as like one of the family movies.
This is Larry Shaw, the director's only DCOM too.
Oh, yeah. Usually they've got these guys doing like a lot of repeats.
It's fun. I have a lot of notes in a minute we'll get to, but Shawn Ashmore doing this movie because this is the year 2002. Yeah.
This is right
X-Men
during
had come
X-Men.
out. And X2 was 03.
So literally the next year.
He was filming these and like, you know what? I'll also be Iceman. Same age character, pretty much.
I would love to meet him and just like ask him not about his experience with like X-Men or like recent stuff like the video game Alan Wake 2. I would want to ask him about this just to like throw him for a
loop. The Boys or Gen V or whatever?
He was in season 2 of The Boys.
Lamplighter?
Yeah.
Yeah. He has an interesting career for sure.
Yeah.
It's shocking. It's Gary Cole. Like, Gary Cole! I literally said out loud, why is he doing here? When I watched. He looks a little bit like Kevin Bacon to me, tiny bit.
I can see that. Like he's like his brother.
Specifically,
or something like
X-Men First Class Kevin Bacon in my head.
Not First Class Kevin Bacon. I don't know what Kevin Bacon, but I get what you mean. Actually, no, I could see First Class now I think about it.
And Amy Garcia is also in this, who's been a ton of things too as well. She's in the newer RoboCop one. She's in Debs. She's in the Anthem movie. She's been in a lot of stuff.
Okay.
She's a very familiar face to me. Yeah, let's get into some shit. Let's get into some stuff, okay? Let's start with the basic plot of this movie. Is this girl goes to like a fun high school in New York where it's like a little more hands off, a little more creative. She, for her project with her family, is doing a project on a video documentary thing, which is pretty cool. I like that idea. That's always fun to do. Because I've done before family history projects, and it's usually just like list your family and how they're related. That's not fun to me. So this is really fascinating to actually go ahead to have them express themselves. They have something similar to that in actually the TV show X-Men Evolution, where they had Spike did a video diary of his family, and it was just the X-Mansion as his family, which is pretty cool. I like that a lot, and I always think the idea of getting kids in media to like pick up a camera and like try out that kind of thing is always fun. And so this opened up in a typical like kind of video diary-ish manner. Here's my life. Here's my mom and dad. And they're divorced, but they're happy about it. Like it was like okay, like they're exes, but also they don't care. And then her dad's this spunky like I'm an explorer guy who doesn't have time for anyone besides the world. What does the mom do?
I think she said she made a comment that like she was like gonna quit like being an editor like when they were moving. So I think that she's like an editor. That's why like her daughter goes to like an art school in New York.
Gotcha. So then fucking Gary Cole marries his mom. I'm gonna call him Gary Cole. He's called Sir in this or Joe.
She just calls him Sir the whole time.
Well, they say it. She says his name once in the movie as well, a few times in the movie as well. I think it's Joe, but yeah, and it's like I was the commandant. What's his name? I don't know his name. The commandant. Confidant.
It's like whenever I
Commodore.
see it, the commandant. I think that's how it's pronounced.
The chief general of coolness. That's who he is. And so his job is I'm a military school guy. I'm the principal basically, and like I would have dreamed of this since I was a kid for some goddamn reason. It's like my dad also did this. Okay, weird that you want to have that your dad was probably a military guy. You like following his footsteps in a weird like he was controlling. I want to do that too.
Look, this was 2002. Military propaganda was at its height, so like I fully buy this 100%. Not saying it's good, but I'm saying that it's very believable for the time period.
And then we get to see so they move out of New York City without asking her or even telling her before much of any advance notice, and then pull her out of school. And then also, there was one thing to be like, okay, we're moving. But then to force her also to go to school threw me off so much.
Yeah, to force her into military school is fucking wild. Like, military school is something that you threaten your child with if they are being, like, a delinquent. You don't put your child that, from what we've seen, is not a delinquent or, like, bad in any kind of way.
It's kind and fun.
It's I get that, like, because he works there, they live on the base, so it would make more sense to have her go to school there. Like, sure, on paper that makes sense, but in reality, it's still military school.
They lived on the base? I thought they had a house nearby.
I think the house is either, like, on the base or it's, like, right next to the base. Because she was able to walk with
Yeah.
her friend to the house to get like dresses for the dance.
Because also, it's not like it's a 10-year-old. This is like a 16-year-old girl or something. Like, let her. At this point, she is mature enough to make some decisions for herself. Not like everything, but like, say you want to go to school or not here, or at least ask your daughter if she'd be interested in it or trying it out or something.
Yeah.
Weird choices. Like, this whole movie hinges on these weird plot points that do not really make sense to me.
And it's funny too because like it will do tropes like that of like not, telling the daughter like it's like, oh, we're moving, you're gonna do this even though you don't want to. But then it'll do things like, the divorced parents are actually like in a healthy like relationship even though they're not together, and like the new stepdad isn't a fucking asshole and piece of shit like they always are in these kinds of stories. Like it will subvert tropes like that, but then it will still follow tropes like this, and it always throws me when they do stuff like that.
The first 15 minutes of the movie establishing the fact that they're moving to military school. I think, well, it's good for the character because we skip past many different things that would be actually, I think, important for the transition. Like, we skip the wedding entirely.
Yeah, that's true.
We're getting married. I'm like, okay, what? Now we're married. Also, there's no engagement ring on our finger at the beginning. Like, it does not even like, okay, we're getting married. Okay, did he ask you? I assume he already asked you. There's no ring. There's no discussion with your daughter about how you feel about this beforehand.
It's fine.
It felt very weird. It felt a little weird writing-wise to me. Beginning of that movie, and I think things we weren't shown or seen. It's just we were told a few things, and then just kind of went past and like, okay, that's done and established, I guess now. So I think the movie, if you skipped the beginning parts, I actually might have had less problems with the movie. I just had to like already be freshly moving in.
I don't know. That stuff didn't like really like throw me too much because like once it gets to the military school, I kind of like pushed it in the back of my mind about like the whole like, oh, fast wedding and stuff like that.
Skipping the wedding though was very funny to me overall. We're gonna get married. Okay, we already moved in and married. When did that happen? Who cares? They say at one point uniforms instead of uniforms, and I wrote that down. They did say uniforms.
There are some great lines in this, like legitimately like really funny. Well, I don't know if they're actually funny lines, but Hilary Duff like is able to deliver them in a very funny manner. And I think that's the thing about this I like the most, even though this set the trend for like pretty much almost all future DComs to star only like Disney Channel show stars. It at least makes the comedy and stuff work, I think, way more because they are already like established like in terms of like as an actor, so they now know how to like really form and build a character and like work with that and like know how to like deliver comedic stuff in terms of like timing and delivery and things. Because like Hillary and Christy Carlson Romano, she was on Christy, I think even Stevens was on at the time, same as Kim Possible, or Kim Possible was right after. And then Hillary, I think Lizzie McGuire had been on for like a year. And like compared to, and this isn't to say the other child performances in past DComs have been bad. I think most of them have been pretty solid. But I feel like these two like were far stronger than almost like all of those because they have much longer experience acting than most of the other ones, if that makes sense.
They're also casting in this movie is generally older than a lot of the DComs we had too. A lot of the characters have been younger overall. Why is Kim Possible homophobic? There's a moment in this movie that I understand the idea of an uniformity in a military school. I understand the idea of this, and you can't have it wherever it's here. You can't bring your own blankets over. I think being able to bring your own blankets is a little funny to me for kids, but whatever, because they're children still. But our main girl has a rainbow blanket. It's cute. So just get a little pride flag for herself. Go Queen, yas. And Kim Possible, aka Jennifer, I think her name is Captain Stone, Jennifer, whatever it is.
I think so.
She not only pulls it out, stomps on it twice in different scenes, tears it in half. And the imagery of a woman in military uniform tearing a rainbow flag in half was not a great image.
Again, early 2000s military propaganda. You think that rainbows existed there? No, they ripped that shit up. And I'm not saying that as a good thing. I'm just saying that as most likely a fact.
Also, how many of these movies are going to end with like obscure sports competitions?
That's true. A lot of them really do.
Most of these movies now have some kind of a competition movie or a sports thing or whatever. Like, okay, are we going to get actual color guard next? I don't know, man. This was interesting, though. I kept shouting "kiss" to Jennifer and Kelly the whole movie.
Oh yeah,
they had more chemistry than Nicholson, and then they either one have with Shawn Ashmore.
Oh yeah,
I legitimately thought they were at one point going to kiss, because they should, which is funny because the whole rainbow flag.
I love this line, and tell her about the crocodile I wrestled. This is Chrissy Carlson Romano's character, who is 16 in this. I'm just like, the fuck is her life like to wrestling a crocodile? Like, is that part of what you do in military school? You have to wrestle crocodiles?
I don't remember the full context of this line now. You watch this today. The stepdad says, "Till I met the one little girl who could." He was saying something negative about Kelly.
No, it wasn't something negative about her. It was something. I'm trying to remember the context. It was about like him potentially like losing his job or something like that because like he cares about someone in it. Like it was him saying that he cares about her.
Yes, but I hated this line though. Like I absolutely hated that oh yes, I remember now. He was basically saying, "I've won this job my entire life. I didn't think anyone could ever make me when I want to do this job until I met one little girl who could." And then I'm like, well, shit, defend your fucking daughter, mom. Like there's just the lack of this mom is terrible in this movie. Like as a parent to me, it's so bad. And the lack of like defending her child at numerous times. Hey, it's like, hey, she was here first. She comes first. Should have been what happens in this movie at any point.
Yeah, it's also like her dad as well. As far as I know, never had a conversation with them at all about sending their daughter to military school. He seems just really chill with everything in this. He's just like, military school? Cool. That's true. He does love the jungle.
He is designed for the world. He's an explorer, man.
He loves that nature.
His mom was in the Amazon rainforest researching spiders before she died. It's a reference to a movie that's not good.
I disagree.
The plot of this movie... It is a step dance color guard routine with rifles.
Well, not at first, but it turns into that.
Okay, Kelly is like, I don't fit in, I'm quirky. I have a best friend here, though, who I'm going to later say isn't my best friend in front of her face. Which is kind of funny.
It's like, look, this is my bestest friend in the world. No one else is my best friend. Looks at other best friend. No one.
But also, I wouldn't get offended at that line either. Because you had people from home. This is my best friend from home. It wasn't like big a deal, but whatever. I get the idea. It's just a little funny of timing and ways it. And then her just backing out of the lineup, like, oh, I'm so sad. So the movie is okay. The people at military not color guard. What's the like ROTC and stuff? They often like have the same rifle throwing stuff they do, whatever as well. And I'm always like, okay, kind of weird, but all right. I get the idea, but it just feels like we're just doing color guard still, but with guns because we're masculine. We like guns.
Guns.
And the plot of this movie is her dad is like, we came in third when I did it. It's like, well, I can do it too now, guys. And Sean Ashmore is on this team. And girl who calls me maggot is on this team. I'll be her partner and we'll dance together in a way that shows so much chemistry. But okay. Like I'm not saying like not like sexual tension or anything. It's just like they work together. It feels like it would be a cute little, couple in a movie like this to me, in a decom.
I will say it's very funny to me that like instantly Christy Carlson is just against Hilary Duff's character, even though like she should know that this is her first day and very clearly she has no knowledge of any military like knowledge or like lingo or anything like that, and yet she's just like, I'm going to ruin this girl's life. It's just like, she doesn't know where she is. Calm down.
Well, there's also a level of that's how it is too. It's you learn that way in that kind of society, I guess. But why is it that there's a song called, I think it's One Girl Revolution is a song playing at the end of the movie? It has the weirdest, craziest 2000s music video editing ever.
It has so much editing because like the other stuff that they do with like the rifles and things like are not heavily cut and edited, so you can actually see the actors doing it, which is actually very impressive. But then for that dance, even though it is the two of them, they are cutting it so fast. I'm just like,
and it's not
calm
rifles.
down.
Like, they don't like they can't. There's no stakes on messing up or dropping things. It's just them doing movements with their arms and legs and stuff. So also, wait a minute, back up before that scene happens. Her dad falls off a cliff.
Yeah, that's true. I'm glad they avoided the trope of like busy dad can't make time for his daughter. I'm glad they avoided that. And it was just like, he's not there because he's literally dying. And she like has good daughter instincts. It's just like, something's wrong. My dad should be here. Let's go find my father. And stepdad is actually a nice guy. He's like, all right, I'll go help you.
Also, stepdad and mom are pregnant with a baby. And she's like, he can't be a good dad. He doesn't hug or say I love you. He only handshakes. He hugs one time and it's like, never mind. It's like, okay.
He will be a good father.
Yeah, your name is me, Josh.
Honestly, I think I would give it a yay. I actually really enjoyed this. I think it's on the much stronger end of DComs, and I am excited to see where this new next generation of these goes, because I feel like this is the start of like the quote unquote modern DComs in a sense.
You say that we're only like 3 or 4 years into the whole thing, anyway. So it's fascinating. But let's get on to the news of the day. Woohoo! Which I had to cut down so many things for because a lot happened. Let's go through it. Before I get into the main news, though, let's talk about the movies that happened because a lot has come out. Just briefly, run down a few things. We can just give, if you've seen it, you can say yay, nay, or haven't seen it. Okay. Nobody 2.
Yay. Hard yay.
Haven't seen it.
Boo.
Weapons. Yeah.
Hard yay.
Yay. Freakier Friday. Yeah, that was really fun.
Yay.
F1 the movie. Haven't seen it.
I give it a yay.
The Bad Guys 2. The
Yay.
MacGuffinite still cracks me up.
It's so funny. I fully believe that is a call out to Avatar with its goddamn unobtainium, and it's fucking hilarious.
I mean, Scooby-Doo has randomonium.
Okay, but that's also not taking it seriously, though.
Together, also yay, I think.
I give it a yay.
I want to see Sketch so badly. You've seen Sketch?
Yes, that despite anyone that knows Angel Studios and their hardcore Christian stuff, this ain't that at all. This was very clearly bought at a film festival, and it's a legitimately fantastic family movie.
I know what you did last summer from 2025. I'm going to give it an A to, but...
I enjoyed it, but I'm willing to bet on the rewatch it'll probably go down, but I'll give it a yay.
Mission Impossible Final Reckoning is still in theaters, apparently. Okay.
We already talked. We have an episode about that.
We do. Lilo and Stitch. I'm good.
No.
Oh, Hi, you haven't seen it yet.
No, sadly.
I haven't seen Elio either yet. Eddington, haven't seen. Yeah, overall, it's been a pretty fun month for movies. Materialist, I loved.
That breaks my heart.
The Naked Gun.
So funny. So goddamn funny.
I've seen the first one now. We're going to watch all of them for that one. I like how popular this week, Sinners is still on there from months ago. Yeah. On Letterboxd, which is fantastic. I
mean, Parasite was like number 1 on Letterboxd for like 4 years in a row or some shit like that.
War of the Worlds average rating is a 1.0.
I give that a yay. It's so terrible. I love it.
Isn't it like a Zoom movie, though?
It's trying to do what movies like Searching and Missing did by doing everything through a phone and computer screen. It's so piss poorly done, and the movie itself is just so terribly written and acted.
You give it half a star.
It's so bad, but it's so funny. It's so goddamn hilarious.
The average of being 1 out of 5 exactly is very funny, though. Anyway, Josh, movies happened. I'm going to do a quick spoiler warning for the show Ironheart. I haven't finished it, but I know spoiler break. Everyone knows a spoiler now, it seems like. Spoiler for Ironheart and for WandaVision Discourse.
The theories have been confirmed, but for a completely different show.
There are now, there are timestamps down below. You can skip ahead, telling you if you want to skip ahead to see news you've heard about, or whatever, go ahead and do so. Yeah, Mephisto, Sacha Baron Cohen, was confirmed like a year ago.
I vaguely remembered that. Yeah, and then nothing came of it.
You're like, it's probably not real then, but it was 100% real, and we have Mephisto here. And according to Kevin Feige, the news for this is he will return.
For podcast listeners, I am doing quotation marks with my fingers. Like, sure, we'll see him again.
Kevin Feige confirms Mephisto will appear in the MCU's future. Now that he's here, the potential is clear. Why do you want to rhyme? Personally, you could have him bring Wanda back or something. It'd be interesting as an excuse.
Yeah, that's true.
And keep our villainous for a minute. I don't know. There's a lot of options with that, I feel like, with Wanda Maximoff.
I will say, because I've seen all of Ironheart, where it leaves off with her character and her ties to Mephisto, I think it's actually very interesting that they would bring the two of them together, and I think that's just very interesting.
I've only seen the first 2 episodes, but isn't Alden Ehrenreich playing Obadiah Stane's son?
Yes.
Actually?
He's hilarious. He's great in it.
Zeke or something?
No, he goes by, I think, John at first, and then it's revealed he's Stane's son, and I think it's like Zeke Stane or something like that.
So, we also have Spider-Man live-action news with director Destin Taylor Cretton.
Spider-Man! Ooh!
Yep.
I do music.
And Tom Holland ran a video of Spider-Man Brandon Day on set, as well as we got to see a ton of set photos, including a Punisher set photo as well. Yeah. What do you got with this new suit, Josh?
I like it.
Now, you are colorblind. But there are some differences from the last suit.
I am partially colorblind, but to certain shades of red and green.
What does he wear, bitch? Red!
It's okay, whatever.
I do think overall it's good.
Yeah, I like it. It looks good. I kind of wish the eyepieces looked a little different. Like, I love the design from... I don't know. I just like if the suit itself is going to be different. I thought the mask itself would also be a little different. I'm not complaining. Like it's still good. I just thought that it would look a little different.
I think it matching. It's a little bigger. The eyes are bigger than they were before, but
Really?
the
They look
eyes,
the same.
style-wise, the eyes style is matching the same. Helps you, I think, the same consistency of the character at least.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it's really the
true.
same Spider-Man because we already had. I mean, I guess like we had the Tasm movies, which is completely night and day, different suits. But like, I don't know. I like that choice of keeping it because I bet he might use actually at this time the excuse of a camera aperture might move something. So he making himself. Supposedly, rumor is we're gonna have the first bit of the movie will be a montage of him fighting different villains over the years, leading from No Way Home to now, as well as showing a slight suit upgrades as we go,
Okay.
which would be interesting. Like to see where we are now, and that's cool. There's been a lot of rumors for this movie overall, like Hulk stuff. We get Punisher stuff. We had rumor Scorpion is confirmed as well, and we saw scenes of him just leaping around and fighting what looks like it might be an invisible tail. I'm like, okay, it just like if Scorpion is CGI in this movie, I'll be very upset. Like genuinely.
I mean, it's kind of hard to do a realistic
okay,
giant
I mean like
robot
mocap
tail.
is fine, I guess.
There's going to be elements of Scorpion that are going to be CG, like especially in fight scenes.
Yeah, I guess it's just funny watching that because I mean, usually they have a stand-in or something for him fighting, but it was just air.
Yeah. Look, I'm just happy that Michael Mando is back as Scorpion. Like, I've missed him since Better Call Saul ended. Like, he's a fantastic actor, and I wish he was in more stuff, and I hope that this puts him back into the spotlight again.
And this will come out in 2026, I think, right?
Yeah, next summer.
So it'll be 9 years from the first movie where he was appeared.
Wild.
I hate that. Not saying that phrase. Homecoming being 9 years ago next year. Don't like that at all.
Wild.
Yeah, let's go talk about KJ Apa.
Why? Like, nothing against him, but like, why?
So, do you like biopics or biopics at all for people?
It depends.
If it's not music related.
Most of the time, if it's not music related, yes.
So you're aware of the actor Jimmy Stewart.
Yes.
KJ Apa is going to be starring as Jimmy Stewart in a new biopic.
Huh. Okay.
It'll follow Stewart's rise in Hollywood up to the release of It's a Wonderful Life. Well, here's a side-by-side if it helps at all for faces. It's fascinating to me. There's something there, but not a lot.
I think it's like you gotta like put him in like the slick back hair and like the like 40s like suits, and like I could probably see it. How's he gonna do the voice? Jimmy Stewart's voice is so distinct. It's very distinct.
Do it now. Do the voice.
Oh, I'm Jimmy Stewart. I did It's a Wonderful Life. Oh, terrible. I love it.
Zoe's pedals. No.
Oh, no, that's Zoe's pedals.
Her name was Zoe, right? The kid?
I think so. I've only seen It's a Wonderful Life a few times.
It's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
I'm giving this a tentative yay because I like I think I've not seen that actor do anything besides that movie ever. So having that, this might maybe even go back. I mean, I should watch more movies of his in general, but we've had a lot of history of cinema to catch up on in general. Hard to watch everyone's everything. So I think it'd be interesting to get a new audience to even go back and watch that movie, for instance, because probably kids would have still like when my fiance Nicole only saw that movie like 2 years ago or last year when I watched it with her. So that it'd be a good way to get other people to go and watch back that movie. I think, in general, which is good. Nintendo
Wabam.
Update with movies.
Oh boy.
Nintendo reveals they are working on more film and TV projects beyond Mario 2 and live action Zelda movies.
Why?
Give me a live action DK movie. Just a bunch of apes. Rise of the Planet of the Apes, but make it with barrels. Sure. I mean, it like Metroid can really work. Really well.
Metroid can work. Zelda can work.
We've already had Sonic, which is Sega.
Mario, like, yeah, the Sonic movies have shown that, like, because those games
we've had Pokemon.
Yeah, like, we've seen these kinds of movies that can have, like, interesting stories or, like, be well written. It's not impossible, but I have very little faith in them after the Mario movie. Like, I don't have much faith in Nintendo being anything other than, like, it has to be most accurate ever. Don't do anything differently, or I swear to God, we will hurt you.
But John Leguizamo and Bob Hoskins, 1993 Mario movie. It was a creative risk and more fun for me.
I'm not disagreeing. That was Nintendo being completely hands-off. They had no involvement in that whatsoever.
And it shows.
And it's great. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's really fun. People don't hate on us. So go back and listen to our episode about it. We were generally being praising that movie when we watched it. We own it on DVD now. Both of us, we had to buy it on DVD to watch the movie because you can't find it anywhere.
I think that like Shout Factory or Arrow Video like did like a 4K release of it like within the last year. So like it has been remastered.
I can get it on 4K now?
I think so.
Boy, I can watch them. I don't know if I should. It feels like it loses some of the quality with the weird, gross mushroom stuff. It feels like it should be on VHS.
I guess.
Do you think a Kirby movie? I think Kirby could work as a movie.
Kirby doesn't say words. He's a round ball that sucks up things. What do you mean?
They've had TV shows before for Kirby.
I didn't watch them, so to me, he can't work at anything else.
How about Animal Crossing the movie? That's just like go to your door.
That's called Just Get Into Debt the movie. The game is just about running a town and getting into debt. That's all it is.
You become a mayor. It's a slow rise to power in a small town.
Oh yeah, thrilling stuff for children.
Splatoon movie maybe? I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else they could do. I think the best choice is Metroid.
Yeah, Metroid, because like I'm not fully aware of like how deep like the stories in those can go, but like just a space action movie from Nintendo could be pretty cool.
It gives alien vibes with put Ripley in a super suit. It sounds cool to me, you know?
That's true.
Yeah, we also have Zelda movie specifically with the castings of both Zelda and Link. People got pissed that it wasn't Hunter Schafer. Hunter Schafer would have been fine. I have nothing against that. It would have been a good casting on principle of looks, but I haven't. Here's one thing that I love about this. I don't know these actors. I love that.
I think I know the boy. I think he was what?
The boy.
The boy. Hold on. Let me look him up.
Bring me the boy. Okay, he's in Haunting of Hill House. Blind Manor, I mean. He's in Pinocchio, the Tom Hanks one.
I knew that child from somewhere. God damn it. That's not a problem of him. Sure he was fine in it. Like no issues with him.
Is he Pinocchio?
Yeah, he plays Pinocchio. Like he does a good job. And I still need to see Haunting of Bly Manor, but yeah. I mean, this will probably be a good casting. I'd be surprised if it wasn't.
I am curious as to designs for this world a lot as well.
I'm still fully going in believing that it's going to be an adaptation of Breath of the Wild. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't.
And both these castings would not be great to me for that, but should be older a little bit.
You have two choices. It's either Breath of the Wild or Ocarina of Time. I'd be surprised they do anything other than those two.
Just make a new story. Adapt them for different games.
You think they would do a new story? This is Nintendo.
Well, they said before, I thought the director said he was going to be doing a unique take with the elements of other games.
And I want to believe him. It's just Nintendo that's the problem. They're the issue here.
This should be a mix of like Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time, Breath of the Wild. It should be a lot of different games put together. Skyward Sword, so like aesthetics, different things, and
that's the thing about Zelda as a series. You can do anything with it. There is a quote unquote timeline and like a way to somehow connect some of them together, but like most of them are their own separate things, and so like. That's kind of the beauty of this series. Like, you can have it connect to something, or you can just have it do its own thing. And I feel like that's the principle the movie should follow. I don't think it's gonna, but who knows?
Unrelated, Matt Berry is the voice of Bane in the new Lego game.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Okay, but this Zelda stuff, yay.
Yeah.
Yay?
Yay.
Gorillas! Not gorillas, Godzilla times DC!
I was about to say, Godzilla is not a gorilla.
Godzilla minus one director Takashi Yamazaki has agreed to visit DC Studios. We don't know what's going to happen there.
What does that have to do with gorillas?
I correct about it. It's Godzilla, not gorillas. I typed it.
Okay, that's funny.
Okay, but imagine we just get him directing like fucking I don't know a Nightwing movie.
Why Nightwing specifically?
I like the city aesthetic of it. Bloodhaven. See what he can do with that maybe.
Okay.
Nightlife or Godzilla was fun. Okay, how about this? Given fucking like what's the thing I'm thinking of?
I don't know.
Gorilla Grodd. No. Martian Manhunter or something like that. A whole Mars movie would be really fun.
Okay.
White Martians and the invasion of that would be fascinating. Maybe the Imperium. Give them the Thanagarians on the Hawkman saga in space. I don't know. A lot of options for that for sure. Give them Godzilla in DC. Sure. It's happened before. Oh, and I guess we'll talk also the DC game announcement we got today of the TT new Lego game Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. Yay. Trailer. Yay.
Hell yeah.
Much yay.
I'm very happy that TT Games is still doing Lego games, but I like that now they're starting to shake up the formula of how they are as games, because I think Lego themselves like has separated out the license to other game studios. That's why we've gotten stuff like Lego 2K Drive and then like the Lego Horizon video game. But I like that TT still gets to make them, and I like they're going back to Lego Batman, but doing something completely different.
I had fun with this trailer a lot. I'm giving it a yay because I really, really love. First off, I can get on PS5. That's fun. Also, I could love that we can just see Batman through a modern era of movies.
Yeah.
I wish it was still the not talking the. That's always fun to me.
It's great, but we're never going back to that, unfortunately.
No, it won't happen. It would have been funny though if they actually got Pattinson to voice act, because I'm sure he loves voice acting. It'd be really fun to do.
Ah, that would have been great. He's too busy doing so many different things.
Maybe DCU Batman. We'll find out. Who knows? Haha. We have to touch on that later. So DC's goal is to reestablish all its iconic characters and unite them in a new Justice League movie. Love it. That should be the plan from the beginning.
That should have been DC's plan back in the DCEU, but apparently that was not the case.
Okay. They technically did, but did it all in one movie first in BVS. Technically, they established the characters in an email. The phrase "this could have been an email" was actually the case there.
That would have been like if in Iron Man 2, when Tony was going through his dad's film reels, he came across ones for like Captain. He just like flipped through. It's like one says Captain America, one says Thor, and it's just like, what is this? I don't need that. And that's all we get.
Anyway, the output aim per year is 2 live-action movies, multiple TV shows, and 1 animated show per year. I think it's too much still. Especially because he wants to do all still connected.
Yeah, not everything is connected, though. That's the thing. Like, the My Adventure series, like, that's its own thing. And then Creature Commandos is technically, like, a part of it, but, like, you know, it's still doing whatever it's doing. I'm losing my train of thought here.
In general, I have a problem with Marvel's output, and I think it's going to be a similar problem here, unless they make sure to keep... If it's stuff like more My Adventure stuff, more of the Green Lantern show they're making with Jessica Cruz, that'd be fine.
Well, but I think it's going to be different. I think it's already going to be different because they're not going to be like movies chopped up into 6 episodes. They're going to be actual TV shows, and I think that's what's going to help.
Peacemaker?
Yeah, like Peacemaker's an actual show. The Lantern show is an actual show. I feel like that whatever projects they choose as a shows were going to be developed exclusively to be a show, and not very clearly like this was going to be a movie at one point, but we're going to make it a quote unquote show. Speaking
of TV shows, and this will affect Superman discussion later on probably, 2 shows have been rumoredly announced, maybe reportedly announced, and that's Eddie Gathegi's as a Mr. Terrific TV show.
Hell yeah.
Which I think will be him forming the Terrifics personally. And then here, also a Jimmy Olsen TV show.
Hell to the yes.
Which will reportedly introduce Gorilla Grodd.
Beautiful. Love it.
Which is incredibly comic accurate. Darkseid's first appearance ever was in a Jimmy Olsen spin-off comic where he was on a FaceTime call, basically. I'm dead serious. I want to see that frame.
Yes, please. I need more Jimmy Olsen stuff in my life.
Yeah, the first appearance ever of Darkseid was on a computer little video call on Jimmy Olsen. This is the frame of Darkseid.
Beautiful. Love it.
Yeah, Darkseid's first ever line was, "Do nothing. Your plan has failed. I shall contact you soon." Cool. Oh, Jimmy Olsen. What a guy. It was in the new Jimmy Olsen comic with Superman. It was Superman's ex-pal, the new Jimmy Olsen. When the cover is Superman being carried away like he's dead. But of course, he's rarely permanently dead. And this is kind of how do you see? He's been turned into an ape numerous times. He's been turned into an ape, turned into a turtle. Been gender swapped numerous times. His spin-off series is "What Can We Do to Jimmy Today?" in the comics. That's usually all it is.
How can we fuck up Jimmy's life today?
And that is just fun. You know, I love it. Yay for Jimmy. This Jimmy Olsen getting those kind of hijinks. Imagine him being turned into a turtle man. I'd love that.
That'd be so great. I would love it.
Master of Disguise style. Let's get on to our WW news. Wonder Woman's fast-tracked for the DC Universe movie. I'm excited for that. Yay.
Yay.
We needed that. We need a new Gal Gadot Wonder Woman.
I fucking love that James Gunn and Peter Safran lied to Gal's face and saying like, "Oh yeah, we've got plans for you. Don't worry. The plans were we have no plans. You're done." I love it. It's great.
Things could have shifted along the way. I know they're bringing back some people, but maybe with public perception of her changing more and more, it became you don't bring her back. I don't know.
Either way, hilarious.
And Anna Nogueira is writing the script for Wonder Woman. She's currently writing Supergirl and Teen Titans as well.
Hell yeah.
And her credits are almost nothing existing yet. Like, he took a chance on her and loves her writing so far.
Cool.
She worked on Vampire Diaries for a little bit as an actress, though. She's done mostly, I think, acting in general, like almost no writing.
Okay.
As a writer, she wrote a short film called We Win in 2018. And then otherwise, it's Supergirl, Wonder Woman, Teen Titans. That's it, writing on IMDb, which is really impressive to get that job.
Yeah.
Like, how? I don't know, man, but maybe it was a good short film. I haven't seen it, so let's try to check it out sometime. Clayface news.
Cool.
You like Clayface?
He's a neat dude. He is very funny in the Harley Quinn show.
It will be a full-on horror movie, though, for this.
Hell yeah.
It'll follow an actor whose face is disfigured by a gangster. As a last resort, the actor turns to a fringe scientist for help. The experiment is successful at first, but things quickly turn horrific.
Cool.
I'm thinking like The Thing. We got maybe some of the Substance, maybe some of like the kind of body horror stuff would be really fun.
As long as the effects are practical, that is all I ask. I just ask that these be practical effects.
I now have a cat on me, so if there's meowing, I apologize. But that's life. Also, on top of that, I think Naomi Aki is in talks to play the female lead for the show.
Ooh.
Yeah, she was recently in what was that movie?
Mickey 17?
Yeah, I was also thinking of Blink Twice.
Yeah.
She's also great in that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm on board with all those so far. You like DC though, right? Overall?
Yeah.
You like other superheroes besides Marvel and DC?
I don't really know that many. I know Kick-Ass. That's about it.
Okay. How about I tell you that there's a movie coming out soon? Oh, sorry, series at Netflix coming out. Okay.
Which
with
one?
Producers Leonardo DiCaprio and Greg Berlanti.
Is this fucking Captain Planet?
It's Captain Planet. He's our hero. We're gonna take pollution down to zero.
I love DiCaprio has been trying to get this made for so goddamn long, and like now it's finally happening. I'm like, what child knows about Captain Planet? And also, who cares?
See, Captain Planet, I have a quantum with this series. I loved it as a kid, but I love the idea these 5 or 6 kids or whatever have these powers of like wind, fire, heart, and it's like, okay, with our powers combined, we summon Captain Planet. Do it more often and earlier. Stop trying to fight. You are children with rings that do almost nothing on your own. I can shoot a fire blast. I can have a tornado. Those aren't good.
Those are bad.
I had the power of heart. I can talk to a monkey. You're gonna follow my lead. That's kind of cool, but not to fight the evil man, the corporations. Like, I am Captain Oil Spill. Look how evil I am. Yeah, summon Captain Planet earlier. Like, what are you all doing? Also, on top of that, I think they work for like Mother Earth or something. I don't know, man. It's a fun-ish show, very of the time, and I think that this can only work in modern audiences with a 2017 Power Rangers style.
Is it going to be live action?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fascinating. I thought this would be
to my knowledge.
animated.
Oh, I guess I haven't heard one or the other, but I assume it was live action.
Oh no, that's fascinating.
If animated, it might be better.
I think animation is the only way I could probably take Captain Planet seriously. But also, I don't care about Captain Planet. I get the idea behind him, and it's a good idea and good messages.
A Youth 7 show could be kind of like fun, like a Spidey and His Amazing Friends kind of show, but for Captain Planet to teach kids about the environment and stuff could be kind of cute.
Yeah, it just feels weird that DiCaprio would produce something like that, because that does not seem like something that he would produce, but also...
Same with Greg Berlanti, who did the Arrowverse shows. That's why I think it's live action.
Fuck, it's gonna be for an adult audience, too, if it's the two
Don
of them.
Cheadle! I'm kidding.
Yes!
I'm gonna give it a yay. I'm on board with what happens here, actually. But the fact that it's for Netflix makes it really funny to me. To make it one season, that's it.
I'll give it a nay until I see what becomes of this, because it could be very fascinating, and maybe not in a good way.
They recast Zuko.
They did.
Which I'm very confused by, because they have Dante Bosco in other stuff for Zuko still.
Yeah, I at first thought that Dante did not play him in Korra, and I was mistaken. He did. So this is fascinating.
Wait, he didn't play old Zuko?
He did.
Hold on. He was in Korra as General Arrow.
Am I getting things mixed up again? God damn it. Hold on.
I guarantee it, 'cause he's in Korra as General Iroh, which is the grandson of Zuko.
Okay, I misspoke. Again, I'm an idiot. Ignore any internet. Don't listen to things I say. I'm wrong.
Because he was that's a 90-year-old Zuko, so they want to have someone who was older for that one. But here's the thing: motherfucker's like 55 or something. Like he can just play Zuko. If you have an adult Zuko,
His voice has
not changed. The original Zuko show, not Zuko show, original show, Zuko's like 16 years old, 17 years old. His voice would have already been changed from puberty, most likely. So that's just what he sounds like as an adult. In fact, it's also a flashback in Avatar to him 3 years younger, and his voice is higher pitched. So you can just this should just be Dante Bosco still.
How old is Zuko supposed to be in this project?
In his 20s. This is adult gang.
Oh, okay. I thought this was the next Avatar, like the Earthbender one.
Oh, no, Zuko would be long dead in that.
Right.
This is the Legend of Aang. It's a new one coming out next year. And I get the idea of trying to go more ethnically correct for castings. The problem is he was the one correct casting for the original show. He was the one like non-white guy playing his parts. So like, out of all people recast, it wouldn't be him. I get having so Steven Yeun is the one who's recasting as him, who's also in the Avatar world already as Avatar Wan.
I can give that one a little bit more leeway because he was the very first one, and that was centuries ago.
Yeah, but like, which is why when he was first announced as Cat in this movie, I thought he would be playing Avatar Wan again, which would be kind of fun. Sure, I'm giving this a nay because I think it's a really bad decision. Personally, Dante would do it again in a heartbeat. I know it.
I'm gonna give it an indifferent nay. If it was still Dante, that'd be cool, but Steven's still a great actor. I don't have any issue with him per se.
I think it might be a lie still.
Why would it need to be a lie? That doesn't make any sense.
No, because this is a theory thing. Actually, I think Nikhil said the same thing. Is like the Dante Bosco of it all is very fascinating to me because I think he might be something in the cast in general, but not announced yet.
But like, who would that be though?
Well, here's the thing: Steven Yeun might be just hiding him being Avatar Wan returning. Is the reason might do this?
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway.
Hey, Dave Bautista's in
this is happening. Yeah. Also a Zionist Aang, which is still with Eric Nam playing him.
Is that who's still playing him? Oh, yeah, it is.
Hopper's trailer.
This looks fun.
Yeah, fun.
I'm glad Pixar still gets to make original stuff.
It's a little dumb.
It's from the creator of We Bare Bears, so like
Is it actually?
It is. So I'm expecting just fun insanity from this. I mean, the premise alone is very insane. So like, this looks like it's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah, good shit. I like this trailer. I don't have a lot to say about it because we haven't. It's just kind of a teaser, but like it looks really fun. And even if the trailer looks bad, I also want to watch the movie because Pixar is not always great at making trailers, but movies are usually pretty good.
Yeah, that's true.
Yay! And then we have the Eggers news.
Eggers.
Robert Eggers, of course we don't know now, is making a werewolf movie starring Aaron Taylor Johnson and Lily Rose Depp now.
I did not hear about Lily being in this.
Aaron Taylor Johnson is playing the werewolf.
Okay.
And it's described as having 13th century dialogue and setting. Like, okay.
I'm on board for it, and that is the one thing I'm just like, that's so fascinating as a choice to make. I'm not saying it's a bad choice. It would need
subtitles, though. Like, the language is so different.
Well, is it the language or is it the way they speak? Because those are two different things.
It's both. It's English, but it's such a like different dialect and time of speaking. If you were forced to read Shakespeare, but another level of difference.
Oh, okay.
You care about Harry Potter at all?
That's a loaded question right there. That's a very loaded question. The movies I like. I hate the person that created the character. I haven't read the books since middle school, so I can't say to the quality of those because I do not remember how well written they are.
So, yeah, we got our first look at Nick Frost as Hagrid.
It does not look great.
People have said it's Hagrid on Ozempic. I'm like, okay. He doesn't look like a very full face, I guess.
It just looks like a cosplay, and this is not to make a dig at the art department or makeup department.
Have you seen the new photos as of like today or yesterday?
No, I have not. Are they better?
Send those over. They are better. It's Harry and him, I think, in Diagon Alley or something on a walk, and he's wearing 90s clothes for Harry Potter.
So they're making fascinating.
It's 1998.
Well, I guess that would make things a bit easier to like explain away like how people like wouldn't know there's wizards and stuff around, because in today's modern technological age, that'd make things a little bit more difficult.
Like he looks better, not perfect for Hagrid, but like I really do like the way Harry looks in this. This little fucking kid. I do think, are they mocapping though his face for Hagrid to make him wider though? Because they have dots on it.
What the
in one shot.
Or is that's fascinating. All right, it does look a little bit better in these photos. But also, I don't like how HBO is just like, we're going to do this shit for 10 years. I'm like, there's 7
10
books.
years?
What do you mean 10 years?
Maybe doing a Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2 thing I did again.
That would just be make a longer season of television.
I mean, a normal length season for most shows.
Yeah. Can we please, again, stop with TV shows being 8 episodes long these days, please? Like, I get, okay, to be fair, HBO shows also have been shorter before. Like, it's not uncommon for them. But they were also far more bigger and epic. Like, Game of Thrones had, like, 10-episode seasons up until, I think, season 7. And season 7 was when that was when the quality started to go downhill a little bit. And then season 8 happened, and fell off a cliff and died a horrible, painful death.
I guess he hated his pictures, I guess. No, fuck you, J.K. Rowling. Fuck anyone who is working the show. I'm not blaming the kids, but the adults who know better.
They must be getting paid a lot of money.
Most of them are like, I don't pay attention to discourse. I'm like, well, you should a little bit. Like, look at your money, who's hiring you. One of our last few things, go do some Marvel stuff. Actually, God of War, then Marvel. And we're any of the news.
All right.
Are you a fan of God of War games?
I am.
Okay. We got an update on the new live action God of War series.
Cool.
Season 1 will be 10 episodes. Of course, it'll be 10 episodes.
That's more than 8. I'll take it. I'll take it.
That is, Josh. Good counting.
You'll go 8, 9, 10.
Scripts are still being written right now.
Okay.
Which is fine. They will adapt the Norse era of the games and focus on Kratos and Atreus.
Yes.
Game director Corey Barlog is actively involved.
Cool.
And filming may begin in 2026 at the earliest. Starring Pedro Pascal and Tom Holland.
I am curious about, though, who is going to play Kratos, because the actor who plays him in the game, Christopher Judge, like, the dude is a giant beefcake of a man, so, like, you very much could do him as Kratos, and his voice is just godly, so, like, why not do him?
I've seen people say Dave Bautista. Would you be okay with that? He's skinnier now.
I mean, if he wants to bulk up again for the role, I know he said he doesn't really want to keep doing that, though. The only other one I could think of is, like, Jason Momoa. Like, he could probably do it.
Johnson.
Look, I've said before, like, I believe he is a good actor, but this would really be pushing it, I feel like.
Okay, let's get to Marvel before we get out of this shit. Before we move to the best DC property of the year, which is Superman, of course. Kevin Feige reveals they're already planning a shift from Kang to Doctor Doom before Jonathan Majors was fired. Do not believe you.
Nah, I don't believe that for a goddamn second.
He said, I had started talking with Robert about this audacious idea for Doctor Doom before Ant-Man 3 even came out. You can say that.
We won't believe you. Or it could be he was seeing cuts of the movie and, like, he realized, like, maybe Kang getting beaten by Ant-Man wasn't the best move. Maybe we should, like, not do it.
Kang loses, like, that's a staple of his character. He loses constantly and always comes back. That's the whole thing. He's like an ant, just always coming back.
Maybe what they should have done is at the very end of the movie, after Ant-Man thinks he's won, Kang just shows up, like, again, or something like that, to show that, like, you can't beat this guy or something like that. Really show the stakes of this dude. But no.
Like, I think that was the intention of the Kang army at the end, of just Jonathan Majors in a room, 1,000 of him.
Yeah, and you also wouldn't have, like, centered the entirety of the Loki show around him either. I'm sorry, I don't buy for a second you were going to move away from Kang and do Doom.
Which ends with the whole, yep, we got him, all covered, guys.
I like you could tell that was like the one reshoot that they did. They were like, we can't reshoot the whole season, but we can reshoot one scene.
Well, okay, I tried walking away from my cat's being a little bit of a demon right now, so I apologize. But the thing about Kang in this world also is you did start setting him up, though, like, regardless of if you wanted to or not.
Oh, yeah, like, he was supposed to be a big deal.
Doctor Doom has none.
Yeah, Doom has no build-up.
You didn't start shifting away. The only Doom we get, is in Fantastic Four itself for, like, 2 seconds. So, or I guess, like, tell me 4 seconds, 2 seconds for Child of Area, 2 seconds for Child of Doom. Different scenes.
To be fair, though, Thanos himself also didn't have, like, a whole lot of build-up. At least they established his character a little bit beforehand.
Yeah. I mean, he was 2012, and then in Guardians, and then 2012 and Age of Ultron and Guardians are all at least things he got first. Which,
yeah.
is, I think, enough to tease. And Guardians, he had enough like actual substance, and they tease what he was after from that time as well, and build that up for a while. So that really does help. Blade news.
Really? There is?
That's not the costume thing, which was so fucked up. So Kevin Feige says there's been 4 versions of Blade, and they finally decided on a take set in modern day.
Oh
and he said, and I quote, "We didn't just want to put a leather outfit on him and have him start killing vampires."
That's what we all wanted to see, man. It's not that hard.
Like, you can do it in modern day still. Why not? Hold on. Leather, get rid of that, whatever. Why is he not going to kill is he going to kill vampires still? That's all he is. He's also half vampire. Like,
I would like to know what the version of the movie was where it must have been set in like the early 1900s, because that's how Sinners got a lot of their costumes. Like, what version of the movie was that? Because that already has me interested.
I don't know, man, but last thing Kevin Feige, because Kevin Feige's the lens interview here, clearly.
Oh, yeah.
Last thing Kevin Feige said in this interview that I found from Deadline, he says Avengers Secret Wars this is, again, bold to just say this.
Oh, boy.
Even if we all knew it, to say this was a mistake. Or very, very calculated. Avengers Secret Wars is planned to reset singular timelines and reboot the MCU. The current MCU plan is 7 years long. I think it goes to 2032. My guy, why would he care about anything coming out before then? I'm telling us people can just wait and start over.
It's very fascinating, to say the least. And also, why are you going to reboot it? I don't get it. That doesn't make sense.
Unless, I think it might be how James Gunn's doing a reboot, of a soft reboot of taking some people back, some people not, and then just doing the new timeline is just here and out.
But this is also a series that's been going on since 2008. It is very well established, like who is who and what's what. And I feel like you start throwing in some new people as old people and saying some things exist and some things don't, you're going to confuse a lot of the masses.
I'm not mad at a reboot. I think I'm never mad at it in the universe reboot, actually. Like, it does in comics a lot where it's an event happens where things are changing and then you can start again.
Yeah, but again, the medium of comics and the medium of movies is very different. Comics, you can do that and you can get away with it. Movies, again, I've said this before, movies need to have an ending, but rebooting it and saying there will never be an ending is insane. I don't like that. I want this shit to end at some point.
Yeah. But if it gets me the X-Men in the MCU properly, I think I might be happy about that. I don't know. We're clearly waiting for X-Men until after this is done. And also, it would be fascinating to me because you get Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn, Pedro Pascal, and Evan Moss-Backrack for like maybe 2 movies then. 3 movies, that's it.
I think it's going to be like a Days of Future Past style reboot where they'll just get rid of like the characters and stuff that people didn't like or like weren't quote unquote good. And like that's all it'll be.
Just let me have She-Hulk still. She's a great show.
I will be very surprised if we see She-Hulk again. There's a couple of people I will be very surprised if we see again.
It's been rumored that she'll return, so I don't know. Also, do you know that Alan Cumming just finished wrapping his time on Doomsday?
You mean him just like waving his hands in front of a green screen? Because that seems to be all the movie is right now, is just people in front of a green screen because they haven't finished the goddamn 3rd act of the movie yet. He has
a full suit. Like, he has a full Nightcrawler costume, like comic book costume, which is shocking. Putting a man in his 60s and red and black spandex with the blue tail is fascinating.
Bringing back people in their 50s and 60s to play characters they played, in their 30s is already a fascinating choice.
Until you're fucking 90, Deadpool Wolverine style.
Little did we know that was very accurate.
That movie was so joyless to me. The more I talk about Deadpool Wolverine, the more metal it gets. We have to move on. Okay, anyway, that's time for a topic of the day. Superman, da-da-da-da. Josh.
Yes.
I'm going to say it right. This is my favorite movie of the year. I love this movie so much. I'm going to be unabashedly happy this whole time talking about this movie. So I wear my Superman shirt. I wore my X-Men 97 shirt today. Fuck. I should have thought this through better.
No one's seeing these videos.
You can see it, sir.
Oh no, this greatly changes my opinion. How dare you say you love Superman? You clearly love X-Men more.
I don't know, man. They're pretty good. So this movie is phenomenal. It's so good. David Corenswet is so good as Superman. The complaints people have had this movie about is being too overstuffed, I just do not agree with.
Not in the slightest.
It's paced really well to me. Yeah. It's very brisk. It just keeps going. And nothing ever to me drags at all either. Like it all just feels like we're running through it. And we speed run. I think James Gunn does a good job of visually or economically, I guess, showing the characters, their characterizations, and where we are in this world. In this first movie, it has to carry a lot Like, oh wait, Iron Man didn't have to carry as much weight. I mean, it did, but it didn't have to carry as much weight in terms of like, okay, if that one was the goal was make Avengers, that was the only goal. This one, the goal is okay. I have 1,000 characters to add in this world. Whew, let's establish some stuff, and it works like really, really well. This film makes me feel so happy inside. I've seen it 3 times now in theaters. I saw it Thursday opening night, Friday opening night, like the weekend as well, and I saw it the following Tuesday. Josh, you've seen it twice, right?
Yes, and I will speak more because the dog keeps barking, so give me a second.
I know you saw it maybe twice, you said.
I've seen it 3 times.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 3 times. Yay, 3 times club for each of us.
Woo!
God, isn't that so hopeful?
Yeah.
Isn't that just so hopeful? The man saves a fucking squirrel.
Once he did that, I knew that like James Gunn he understood the assignment.
So let's talk about non-spoilers first, of course. Followed by spoilers like usual. Because the movie has been out for a while. It's still in theaters currently, so I don't want to ruin our people's experience for it if you haven't seen it yet. But if you've not seen it, please go and watch the movie. We will probably not change your mind, but it is the best movie of the year to me personally. I know that's subjective, of course, but like it's so much fun. And of course, we're up there as well. We have Sinners, Mickey 17 up there, Materialist. There's a lot of great movies this year. I even love Freakier Friday.
Yeah.
But like this is just another. Weapons is great, but this is another level of like this is just pure like imagine like what Barbie was for women, for white women, is this was for us. You know what I mean? Like it bottled that feeling of just like pure childhood joy and the goodness that masculinity can bring also.
Yeah.
Like positive masculinity, not like the dude bro kind.
Nah, dude bro all the way.
Okay. Well, that's not the vibe here today. Josh will give Men with Podcasts a bad rap again.
No. What do you mean? Men with Podcasts, there's no bad raps with us. We're cool.
Josh, 3 centuries ago, the first metahumans were found, right? Ushering a new age of gods and monsters. 3 decades ago, a man named Clark Kent fucking landed here. He was not Clark, he was Kal-El then, I guess. Or Kal-El. And then 3 hours ago? What happened?
He lost his first fight.
3 years ago? 3 years ago. Hold on, almost there. 3 years ago, but became Superman outwardly. Like, I'm the most powerful metahuman of all time. 3 hours ago, he lost his first fight. Was that not minutes?
No, it was.
Was there in hours?
3 hours ago, it was the Hammer of Baravia shows up, and then 3 minutes ago, he lost his first fight.
And then I will say also, technically 3 months ago was the missing 3 there, and that was 3 months ago him and Lois started dating.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Good job, Gun. The gun was not jammed. Yes, that is how the movie starts. The first teaser we get of him on the snow in pain whistling for Crypto is the first scene in the movie.
Yeah.
Which is a very strong start. Starting Superman with vulnerability, showing that even the strongest people can ask for help, which is what he has here, and that also he is not completely all-powerful, was a great opening to this.
Incorrect, sir. Go woke, go broke. Superman shouldn't be losing fights. He should be kicking ass and like destroying properties left and right. Who saves squirrels? I eat squirrels for breakfast.
Oh, ew, we're Team Aura Farmer Cavill here. Now here's the thing. I do like Henry Cavill Superman in a way. No, Josh, I'm more pro it than Josh is for sure.
Yeah.
But like I've been a Man of Steel defender for a long time, and he's been a Man of Steel indifferent hater for a long time. Is that good? But more just like Josh is like a neutral to negative.
There's elements of it I like, but there's a lot that I don't like about it, and a lot of it does have to do around with Superman's portrayal. Not because of Cavill himself. He's not the issue. It's just the way that he is written and directed.
Well, there's some. You're right. He's not bad. I wish that Cavill would give him more things to do.
That goes down to directing. It really does.
It's a script thing too. It's Goyer as well. They wanted to do Dark Knight as Superman, which is David Cornswell, who plays Superman here, recently just talked about that movie and said how he liked the portrayal of Superman. How he was glad to do something different, see something different there, but you keep doing something different every time, or keep doing more of the same thing every time. I guess it becomes jaded and it's better to change things up. So it's just a fresh take.
But the problem with Man of Steel, especially at the time, that was in the era of when like we were seeing these like darker or evil versions of Superman appear. And so that started to shift the public's perception of Superman as he's either a Boy Scout or he is a mass murdering psychopath, which is not the vibe Superman should be giving off at all.
Well, he is a Boy Scout.
In a negative sense, people saw that as a negative thing.
Yes. No, he's my big blue Boy Scout. I love that man. I'm not gay, but like, If Clark Kent's secret harem needed me,
I don't know how you could help really in that department, but all right, go ahead, I guess.
look, I'm just saying that I'll give him hugs.
Yeah.
I think he'd be a good hugger.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least, like, a kind hug. Even if it's not like a comfy hug, 'cause he's very muscular. May not be a good hug, but a kind one is good. He gives the energy that, like, he will, if you ask him to watch your cat, he'd also buy your cat new toys.
Yeah.
And on top of that, also mow your lawn. Just, like, go above and beyond for everything. And ask for no charge. Like, this man is just so nice. I love that.
This happens like I think halfway through in the movie. Won't give context to why it happens, but I love Lois's line of like, I am like so cynical. I don't trust anyone, but when you see everyone, you think everyone is beautiful. I fucking love that line. That line is great.
You think everything and everyone you meet is beautiful, and it's a great line. But I also love the line early in that same scene where Lois is like, "It's just a dog," and he's like, "Yeah, not even a very good one, but he's out there." I'm like, "Oh my god, I love him."
He cares unabashedly about everyone. Like, even if like it's a giant monster, he's just like, how can I get this thing out of here without killing it or really hurting it?
I also had to talk before I got in the Plaza movie. I was doubting, I shouldn't have, Nathan Fillion's casting.
Oh, I was so excited for it. I loved him as Guy Gardner. He was great.
I did too. He is fantastic. Or I guess I should say terrific, because they're terrifics here, basically. I think he's too old still. Genuinely, but I don't feel his age in this.
No.
He's just an ass.
He's so terrible, but it's so funny. It's so great.
I love that, because Guy Gardner's lantern you call on Earth, it's like you can't get anyone else.
He's your last resort lantern.
I'll take Simon Bass, Jackson Cruz, Jon Stewart. I'll take all of them. Hal Jordan, Kyle Rayner, everyone on Earth besides Guy Gardner in a heartbeat. If I'm getting Guy Gardner, I'm like, well, fuck, I guess it's going to get bad, but I guess I'll be saved. What is the plot of this movie, Josh? What's going on here?
Superman is just living, doing Superman stuff, saving things, fighting crime. But then something gets revealed about his past that he wasn't aware of, and everyone's perception on him suddenly shifts and change. Lex Luthor is up to some evil stuff, and it's up to him to figure out how does he, stop
real estate.
How does he stop Lex, but also how does he remind everyone that he is indeed a good person and that he is here to genuinely help people?
I also love that's not his intention. Like, that's not what his goal is. He doesn't. He does cares, but he doesn't care. He wants to just do good regardless.
Yeah. Like, it's not about saving face. It's just about, like, he will do this, like, no matter what, even if people don't believe him.
There was parts of that in Batman vs Superman. The idea of, like, Lex's motivations are similar. Like, just the hatred of Superman. He is a number one hater in every version of the character, man.
It's great. I love it.
I guess besides Gene Hackman. He's just kind of there and vibing in a suit in a subway system.
I love Gene Hackman's portrayal, but it's very different from, like, the pure hater versions of Lex.
He doesn't like Superman because he's in the way.
Yeah. But go on about BVS doing something similar.
Yeah, so they both had the same idea of, like, let's show the world that Superman, like, no one stays good in this world. The idea of, hey guys, let's start doubting him, and the whole pushing in the media of maybe he is not all we thought he was, and that angle. But here, Clark's response to BVS is, no one stays good in this world, and here it's, and I'm human. I'm like, oh yeah, thank you. The difference there is so strong. Like, the no one stays good in this world line in BVS is a pretty cool line objectively, but not a good Superman line.
Yeah, that's the issue I have with it. I like the idea of exploring, like, that whole aspect of it, but again, because, like, Cavill Superman is such, like, it's not that he doesn't like saving people, it just never seems like it's a priority for him.
Why does he, in Man of Steel, he jumps out of the way of a tanker?
Thank you! He jumps out of the way of a tanker and blows up a whole parking building. Like, come on, man.
And it's a cool shot. I get the idea, but that's like a video game move. That's an Injustice move to jump over something like that.
I know.
Instead of actually just destroying it or catching it, putting it down safely. And it was like, are you okay behind you? That's the move.
Yeah, in this, Superman, again, like we said before, he saves a goddamn squirrel from just shit trying to fall on it. That is how much this man cares about life, and that is how Superman should be. He values life above all else.
Now, people have argued that maybe he doesn't save everyone in this movie because how did everyone evacuate in time? Well, they tried showing that, regardless if they think they did or not. They actively tried.
It's very different than Man of Steel. Like, if we're really going to compare apples to apples, it is a night and day difference.
Well, I mean, I guess the excuse there is also in BVS. Like there's the doomsday thing is at least in an unmanned area.
That's still really funny. They were just like, it's uninhabited. There's no one there, so we can blow it up.
Which is, I guess, fair. I'm fine with that. And it works here. It's like, okay, instead, because it has to be Metropolis, okay, let's get everyone out instead. They even save a turtle. The old woman with her turtle.
Yeah.
Showing that all life is meaningful. That's a good moment. There's a lot of moments in this with animals that worked really well.
Mm-hmm.
They even refer to the kaiju is called an animal at one point and a thing by different media. That was fascinating. After it was dead, it was just his gang kills thing.
That was really
funny. It was alive. It
was pretty funny.
It was 7 foot tall. It was very funny, but I think it's funny to me that to help save face, it's okay. They killed Thing, but while it was alive, it was 7 foot tall animal grows hot like that. That's really the word choice there was very interesting for how media portrays things often. Yeah. So you're right. The plot of this movie is basically Superman goes on a journey of things weren't always the way he thought, which is why I want to ask you a question. With the title change for Superman Legacy to just Superman, which do you actually prefer now looking back at it?
I kind of wish I like Superman as a title itself. I kind of wish he stuck with Legacy because this does deal with the themes and ideas of Legacy, like not just of his own, but of like what came before him with his, with his parents of like.
And both sets of parents.
Yeah, because that is a key central part of this story is like what his parents tell him. Like that is his legacy, like for them, what they wanted it to be. But he is, trying to be his own thing, and I fucking love the scene with Pa Kent.
That's the one I cried at every time I've seen the movie. I've cried at the scene every single time.
That scene is so fucking well done.
The first time we watched the movie, since the scene Nicole missed because she went to the bathroom, I'm like, wait, don't we come back this time? Do not leave this time. Because she came back to the movie and saw me, because also at that point, it's the kid holding the flag.
Yeah.
Directly after that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just crying through that. It's like, what are you crying? I'm like, I'm sorry. A lot's just happening. Let's get into some fun things about this movie that are still non-spoilery. Eddie Gathegi's Mr. Terrific is a highlight.
Love him. Great. Perfect.
He's fantastic. I like Skylar Giordano as Jimmy Olsen. As I said earlier with the whole Gorilla Grodd thing, how it would work very well. It would work for this man.
It would work.
Throwing this man into weird hijinks would be so funny. The whole thing of mutant toes is pretty good too.
I love that he is like the world's greatest ladies man, yet he seems to have no inclination that he is. It's really funny.
He might be gay.
You think that's the case?
We've said this before off the air, but I thought maybe there's a chance it could be he just might just not be straight.
Huh.
That'd be interesting to me. But when we talk about that was a month ago we talked about this because the movie's been out for a month now. I also like at the end of the movie, there's a moment where with him and someone that he kind of seems like, okay, maybe this is all right.
Yeah, at first he was just like, oh, no, I don't want this. But then, like, he sees that, like, she genuinely likes him. And he's like, okay, maybe, like, I'll actually see this, like, through.
Did he realize she was hot until someone told him?
That was really funny.
What? Oh, maybe she is.
He's just like, really?
I also think, of course, Corrin Sweat's great. Eddie Gathegi is great. Perry White, fantastic.
Yeah.
He's barely in the movie.
If there was any minor complaints I have, I wish we saw like a little bit more of Daily Planet and like Clark Kent, like just a little bit more of that. I get why we don't see a whole lot of it in this, but I hope we get a little bit more in the next one.
Okay, let's say some also Rachel Brosnahan.
Great.
Fantastic
Love
casting.
her.
Probably my favorite Lois Lane.
She's the Lois Lane that gets to do shit again.
Like, I will say, even Amy Adams, while she did stuff, I didn't feel any connection between the two of them.
Yeah, there was no chemistry between the two of them. And again, I don't blame the actors for that. But here, like, God, they are so infectious.
Did you see the picture? Hold on. I'm not trying to just bash Henry Cavill and Amy Adams and stuff in these movies, but comparison is natural here.
Yeah.
These movies. That's all I'm just going off of. If you Google Amy Adams and Henry Cavill and you hit space, no chemistry comes up.
Oof.
This looks like a cop bringing her in.
It really does. It really does.
On the other side, this is just a hot couple. I just saw pictures, but there's a picture of in Superman holding Lois Lane, just looking at the camera, which I will say it's really hard to make like couple cast photos and superheroes stuff look good. With one with Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield also just look kind of bland. Because how do you pose that?
Yeah.
The answer is get them out of the super suit. Just have them be their secret identities, and it's like having it be a cute moment.
Yeah.
That's a better promo picture than I am strike forever. That's not fun. Yeah, Rachel Brosnahan to me is fantastic. I thought it was fascinating that James Gunn wanted to keep an addiction or vice for her, because originally she was a smoker. Like in the 1978 movie, she was a smoker.
Mm.
So in this, he had her addicted to sugar.
Mm-hmm.
you can see there's numerous times where she's popping candy.
Yeah.
And then there's one point where she's just dousing her coffee with sugar for like a good 30 seconds straight.
It's really funny.
And she acts like, oh yeah, I'm so tough. Like, okay, that's pretty funny. God, I'm trying to think of things I can say about not spoiling this movie because there's a lot of things I want to talk about, but also this movie's like also pro-Palestine.
Yeah, when you pointed this first out to me, I'm an idiot. I don't notice things like this at first, but when you point out to me like that specific thing, I'm just like, really? And when I'm rewatching, I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, this really is. He's not being subtle at all about it.
No, which is also funny because we have Gal Gadot being recast. Cast May Calloway as Wonder Woman from Moon Knight.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
She's also a Palestinian actress, and she, I think, would fit the vibe of Wonder Woman really well. Wonder Woman is often drawn with giant hair. I think she has that look too.
Yeah.
Not that like it's not. I don't care about looks being 1-to-1 ever for most things, but like, so it's fun seeing the parallels. Okay, the T-spheres are great in this.
Yeah.
The ones in the Arrowverse are funny because they're just like have like these weird polka dots all over them too, because they're trying to add more texture for the TV show. I guess the funny thing about have you ever seen Mr. Terrific in the TV show at all?
No.
Because he was like part of the Arrow team for like 2 seasons straight. Now, Mr. Terrific, I think his name is Curtis in the show. Echo Kellum played him in Arrow, and oh my god, I'll show you this because in the show Arrow, he looked like this normal man, just with a pretty large like afro most of the time. Okay.
Okay.
However, when he was Mr. Terrific, his hair was in braids, like cornrows.
Okay.
How do you think his hair, when suiting up in the show, went from afro to the braids?
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that he used the T-spheres.
One would hope.
Oh no.
Instead, they don't ever explain it. It's just all of a sudden, jacket on, braids are down, which would take so much time.
That takes quite a while to do braids.
And consistently, back and forth.
All right, that's why he's called Mr. Terrific, because he could just do shit like that.
He has the power of hairdressing. This is a much better version of Mr. Terrific to me overall. I really loved the Justice Gang, quote unquote, except I guess Hawk Girl. Like, it is explicitly Kendra Saunders, who in the comics got her powers like around like 19, 20-ish. So in this version, she's also a college student canonically. You can see in her room there's a room of her textbooks. You can see she has ramen in there. She has a book about bird science in there as well. I think pretty fun. There's also paintings of her early sketches of her wings because early on, Kendra Saunders also had like fake wings that she like a harness she made for herself and stuff. So that's all fun to seeing those. Like I've seen people like, examine that room there because now we have digital, so you can like go frame by frame and actually look at the details of set dressing. And it's really cool seeing that. But she has no personality in this movie besides screaming at the camera, weirdly terrifyingly.
I mean, it's one of those things like I'm willing to bet in a future project, we're obviously going to get more to her character. I think this is just Gunn wanting to help fill out this universe and make it feel much more lived in with these other heroes. One question I have about Hawk Girl, how do the wings work? Where do they compact? How does that happen? Do they go back inside her? Are they attachable?
So this is Kendra Saunders, so this is not Shayara. There are 2 Hawk Girls. God, her origins so confusing. This is the Egyptian reincarnation one.
Okay.
To my knowledge. There's Sarah Hull, who is an alien Athanagarian, which is a planet of bird people, basically, the with the wings like that. So like the Justice League cartoon one is Shayara.
Okay.
And then in the Arrowverse and in here, they use Kendra, and I think in the Arrowverse she was a barista at first or something. And they don't always know that they are this reincarnation for a lot of their story. They find out later on, often. So her and Carter Hall are Hawkman and Hawk Girl. Carter Hall was also the one we saw in Black Adam.
Okay.
Which is really funny, because you have the Egyptian reincarnation man in Black Adam, who's also from Egypt. And it's never mentioned. Also, I think what's his name? Dr. Fate also has powers linked to Egypt at one point. So, weird coincidence line all the people up and not ever addressed it. But what a movie that was. But in here, the wings, I think, are synthetic. They're not real as well.
Okay.
In the original version, there was a harness, and I think it at one point did change to be like she could create them, and it goes back inside. But I think for Kendra, it's generally not real. But she has the belt of the nth metal on in this, which has her like red hawk symbol.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna show you a picture of something that might help because hey viewers, I know you can't see pictures, but Google along with me.
You too at home.
Metal. So her nth metal belt is a little belt on her, and it basically helps her control the flight, I think, to my knowledge, as well. Hawk Girl is the most convoluted origin story of most of the mainline Justice League characters that exist to me.
There's always got to be one.
having two mainline Hawk girls that are drastically different, and one's an alien, one's reincarnated of an Egyptian repeatedly forever, and destined to be like torn apart and fall in love with each other. It's a lot. And the wings being also equally complicated does bother me. But literally a throwaway line about any of that would have helped here. I think the Justice League gang is the most underrepresented or underdeveloped group in this movie for sure of characters that we do see a lot of. While we get characterization of them for like what they can do a little bit of, we don't really get the who are they much of, which I'm fine with.
Like, I think that Gunn knew that, like, obviously, like, he wasn't going to be able to, like, fully flesh them out, like, a lot. Otherwise, that would take away from, like, the main story and Superman and, like, would make it feel far more bloated because of it. And I think that he knew that, like, consciously.
Because they're not cameos either.
No, they're, like, they are full characters.
They're supporting characters. Yeah. Yes. People are like, too many people, I've heard someone say there's too many cameos in this movie. Like, there's not one.
It's like,
not one
you don't know
anything.
what the word cameo means.
On your point earlier about the Daily Planet, I'll mention that as well, because it's fun seeing Cat Grant in this movie, who everyone online is thirsting after, by the way. And it's really fun seeing Beck Bennett, played by Steve Lombard, who is, of course, from SNL as well. And when I picture him as, I literally picture him as Putin from SNL, usually, the shirtless sketches he does.
Yeah.
Isn't he like riding a horse? I've seen the sketches of him like being like a complete idiot. He's always very funny.
Yeah.
And why don't I have a seat? It's such a great moment.
Yeah.
And him was saying, put Persephone on the phone. Yeah, my cat will care. It's really funny. There's a lot of good moments with him that are so quiet. And clearly because he's dating Kat in this as well, on and off a bit. Because she refers to him one time as 7 Second Steve, which made me laugh really hard. That was like, so quiet in the background. Like, that's good. I really, really loved the dynamics of people in this office.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of how fleshed out they all are, they feel like they know each other.
It feels like it's a real
really,
office.
That helps a lot. Like in Man of Steel, Steve Lombard was like just asking that Lois was like, I got 2 tickets to the game. Like, I'm no good. No, thank you. That's all it really was. Like, that's not that meaningful of a connection.
And even like in BVS, like even though they brought some of those characters back, they never felt like a unit and they didn't have much of a presence at all.
No, and I like Perry White in those movies. I like the actor for sure as well too. But like,
you mean Lawrence Fishburne?
Even here, yes. I'm just saying okay.
It's just funny that you couldn't remember it was Lawrence Fishburne.
No, I know his name. Okay, I'm just saying the actor because whatever, man. I'm trying to oftentimes avoid actors' names. Like, never mind. I'm gonna go to bed. But I like everyone in this movie a lot because of how connected they feel. It may have still BVS. Like I said before, Steve Lombard just like asked her out, and that was it. There should be more chit chat like in this. There's a moment where Cat Grant is talking to Lois Lane about like dating or whatever, and then there's like the TV's just on. And she's watching TV as she's talking to him, which is adding depth to the relationship because clearly they're friends, talk about personal life. And on top of that, you get to know about both the characters and how they feel about things. And it's really, really impactful.
Yeah.
It's one of the biggest strengths of the whole show, The Office. It's the small moments that matter a lot.
Yeah.
What's the best part to you at the movie?
Best part, God, there's so many great things. I just love David Cornsweet's interpretation of the character throughout the entire thing. Like every choice that he makes is just so perfect. And I love that it really does. It's a version of the character that is his own. You can obviously tell, like, you know, there's influences of other versions, but this feels like it's his own. And it's not like a Brandon Routh situation where he had to, like, imitate Christopher Reeve's version, like, as best as possible.
Which he did pretty well.
Yeah. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but, like, I would have liked it if he got to be his own version. But I love that David's really just stands out amongst pretty much every other version of them and, like, doesn't overshadow any of them, but is another just fantastic interpretation.
Did the interview scene to you feel like it's 12 minutes long? Because to me, it doesn't. It flows so nicely.
Not at all. The interview scene is fucking fantastic.
I love it. It's my favorite scene in the whole movie. It's my second favorite scene. My favorite scene is the Polycat scene. But this moment here, it's the line people are going to die, and I don't care about morale, about legality or borders or whatever. I'm just going to help people. Is so powerful. And it's like, man, I'm going to do whatever I can no matter what. And he's not yelling at Lois.
Yeah.
He's yelling at the idea of, what are you he's frustrated. Because the whole thing, bro, like, she's pushing too hard. No, she's not. She's asking very basic questions. Yeah. But like, they're so, like, anti what his mind would ever go to. It's like, what do you mean? He's frustrated at the line of thinking.
Yeah.
Not at her. And she's asking questions that any journalist would ask.
I really love how the dynamic of it, because you can tell he is never mad at her.
Ever. He's
just mad at, like, the questions themselves and what they imply, but not at her because she's asking them.
And you can tell they're dating. Like, there's that moment there, I think I'm doing a good job. While sassy, if he was saying, I would say it to Nicole. And I get a bit of a clap back with that too. It's fun. This just felt really right. People have said before, you don't know if they're together or not because it's been 3 months long or whatever. And this whole thing about, are you serious or not? And but he's saying, I love you. That's real. That's how things work.
Yeah.
People are bad at communication.
Yeah.
She clearly does love him like the entire time, but doesn't really know how to get it yet fully until literally being in his childhood bedroom and realizing, no, this guy really is true to who he is in every level of his being.
Because he makes mention of like a band that he likes, and she's just like, they're not punk rock. They're just a radio band. He's just like, I don't know. I think they're pretty punk rock. And like when she sees his bedroom, he has a poster of that band up.
The Mighty Crabjoys, man.
She just like instantly clicks. She's just like, oh, I love this man. This goofball of a man that loves the Mighty Crabjoys. I love the moment when Clark tells her that he loves her, like, for the first time, and that he's more apologetic that he didn't say it sooner. I love that scene.
Should we insert spoilers somewhere earlier than this?
I thought we already said that we were going to get into spoilers.
We haven't done it yet, officially. So let's Josh, insert us where you want. Hey, guys, from here on out, there are now spoilers ahead for everything Superman in the movie. So if you've not seen the movie yet, please skip ahead or, sign off whatever you need to do. You can come back next time or later and watch it again. Josh, spoilers. Okay. Yeah. Also, to your point earlier about the wings, I have an accurate answer for you. I did look it up. I was correct. It is the nth metal, but it's not just her belt giving her flight. It's also the wings are often the same nth like magical metal as well.
So they just kind of like appear when she wears the medal?
Kind of, basically. Okay. They're often a part of her armor or a harness. This version, I can't tell which one it fully is.
Because in Black Adam, do you remember what the wings were in that one for Hawkman?
Oh, same for sure.
Okay.
Because those would go back in and out constantly, and those ones are also more talent. But here she also has a cup full of feathers, which made me laugh a lot. It's on her desk. I'm like, okay, are you trying to make arts and crafts here with these feathers here? But let's get into some more fun things about the spoilers, I guess, because now we're in spoilers officially. Let's talk about Lex fucking Luthor. Oh my God, Lex Luthor is great in this.
The greatest hater of all time. Hater. I love it. The monkey bot farm of just spewing Superman.
Super shit, Lois.
You know I hate that one specifically.
I want to talk about specifically, though, the scene where, early in the movie, the Hammer of Arabia is also voiced by David Cornstalk, by the way. He voices him.
Hilarious. Love it.
But on top of the Hammer of Arabia thing, he made a falafel man named Malik, or Mali.
Yeah.
And who was standing next to his dad, actually, at the time. And later on, we see Lex Luthor trap Superman and then kills Malik, and that is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
I was fully expecting the Russian roulette, and with having to get him to get pulled away or something. That was the last round.
I loved that it happened on the second one. Like, that was a great choice. Made it so much more heartbreaking because it was so unexpected.
Because movies never do that.
No.
Especially like a superhero movie. That wouldn't happen. The level of Lex just not caring and fake Netanyahu, whatever his name is, not caring, was really impactful.
Yeah.
And then watching Metamorpho just cry in the corner as he's holding kryptonite to this man's face. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Rex. Let's talk about Metamorpho a bit here. The Element Man. Anthony Carrigan.
Loved him.
Is impressive with his prosthetics.
Loved it.
It's probably 30 pounds of costume on him.
Damn.
Prosthetics. And that's a lot. And I think it does inform his movement too. I mean, what's crazy is it's often CG because you see him transform a lot.
Yeah.
But like floating head boy.
But it looks so cool because it's so practical.
Do you like his portrayal of the character so far? Are you familiar with Metamorpho?
I don't think I am, but like I love Anthony Carrigan. He's in Barry as one of the main characters. He's fucking fantastic in that. Yeah, I loved him in this. He was great.
He's featured Zaz in Gotham. Do you know that?
Yes, I did. I have not seen any footage of him as Zaz, so but in Barry, fucking fantastic.
Creepy. I really think that it's a good generally he can only make things that are consisting of the elements within his own body. So most elements of the periodic table. So like kryptonite isn't from our world. It wouldn't be on our periodic table. So we wouldn't have it on him. However, the idea of him making stuff on other worlds, while I don't love it for the character, it works so well thematically in this. The idea of Lex forcing another being against their will to torture someone else. Otherwise your child gets hurt. Brilliantly done.
Yeah.
Like, just really good.
Like, I love how unabashedly they show that Lex is evil. It's great. He's just a bad dude. There's no redemption to him.
And it's also like, you understand him. I am a brilliant man, and I was doing so much for the world, but no one gives a fuck anymore because a man with a cape's flying around. Like, I get the idea of that a lot.
Yeah.
And it comes across really well. I'm not defending him, of course. I'm just saying it comes across why he is who he is really well. But with Anthony Carrigan's Metamorpho, again, we don't get a ton of characterization, but we just carry he's a good man, is doing his best and trying to help his child. It's also nice to seeing his human wife at home.
Yeah.
That's just fun. Do you like the fact that we have both Eve and Otis back from the 1978 movie?
Yeah.
It's very interesting to me because they named Otis in this. First and last name is Otisburg. Because in the original movie, he wanted to name a town Otisburg, but have his last name just be Berge here. Like, that's a pretty good bit.
That's really funny.
He's more efficient in this movie than he was in the original one.
Yeah.
Otis. He doesn't do anything in this movie really either, but he also doesn't fuck things up again for Lex. And Eve is still going after the wrong guys. That was a big point in the first one. It's like, why am I always trying to get it with why can't I ever get it on with the good guys? Was the line from the first 1978 movie. It's like, you still can't, apparently. You just still can't do that. I'm sorry for you. I do like Eve in this a lot.
Yeah.
I really love that from a feminist point of view, at least, I like that it's really in a modern lens that she is allowed to be silly and allowed to care about her looks and her personality and stuff and still be brilliant.
Yeah, I love that.
She is in an abusive situation and is being smart the entire... She's getting evidence of every single thing.
But without anyone being the wiser for it, because she's just doing it in the guise of like taking hot selfies.
Sexy selfies from your hot girlfriend. Hot? It was so great. That's
so funny.
Because it's like, yeah, objectively, she's an attractive human being.
Yeah.
And so is the engineer, actress, also beautiful. Everyone's movie, man and woman and child, everyone's beautiful. They cast great people.
Yeah.
Metropolis is a stunning area here. This world, to me, being so large and open already, does beg the question, we have Superman, Josh. Where's the other two in the Trinity? Wonder Woman's being fast-tracked. There's no news on Batman Brave and the Bold at all. No news on good or bad or anything. But he's fast-tracking only our DC properties. Batman's gonna be a big part of things. Just saying, man. We have Superman 2 might be coming out the same year as the Batman Part 2.
I'm so curious about the Brave and the Bold's just progress, and like if like Andy Muschietti is still attached to
directing. It's scrapped. I really think it's scrapped. Call me delusional. I don't care. I think it's scrapped.
I don't know. Everything James Gunn keeps saying about both Brave and the Bold and the Batman Part 2 like keeps contradicting each other in like different ways. So I'm like, I can't tell like if Pattinson is going to be this universe's Batman. And again, I've stated before, like while I don't think the hyper-realism of Gotham works in this universe, I fully 100% believe Pattinson's Batman does.
Now, it'd be interesting, though, because it would retroactively make the Batman the first DCU movie.
Yeah.
Which would be fascinating. Well, I guess you can count the Suicide Squad maybe at parts at least. I wish he would come out and just say, this is canon 100% or not, and then how much of it is.
Well, I think he said that anything stated in the movies, like from the Suicide Squad
previously on.
Yeah, like that's canon.
Yeah.
So technically, Bloodsport puts Superman in the ICU with a kryptonite bullet, which I think is interesting.
But that's the thing, is we don't really know that yet, because we don't know if parts of the Suicide Squad are canon or the whole movie is still.
I think the whole movie is, because like the first previously on for Peacemaker is previously on the Suicide Squad.
Did you enjoy Mr. Terrific's fight scene? No, it was basically just Yondu and Guardians 2 again.
Oh, it was great. I loved it.
It was very Yondu. And I thought it worked, though.
Yeah, it works for the character, because you see that not only is he, insanely smart, but like he is also good in the fight.
Moment.
Yeah.
I do think it's interesting doing the flying chair when usually he can just fly in his T-spheres.
I thought he was using the T-spheres for the chair.
No, it's like a full apparatus. Like normally, it's like he just has like he just like skates on the air on the balls, and it's way cooler to me. Or like has little jets on them, and they could lock into his shoes and just can go that way, and that's more fun. But it might become more to people, at least initially, more Iron Man-y or Blue Beetle-y. I don't know. Also, Blue Beetle is the character's canon in this world too.
Yeah.
So I want to know I want to see Jello again. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Now, let's place the question, because this is leading out to a Justice League movie. It might be Justice League International, then, because we have a lot of the characters already for it.
It could be.
Blue Beetle was Ted Core Blue Beetle. Guy Gardner, I think Mr. Terrific's on it. I think Big Bar is on it. Not here yet, of course. But Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. But the roster cards we're already getting isn't like a Justice League main lineup usually.
Yeah.
That being said, I, at this point, am under the belief that the Justice Gang will dissolve soon. They're not going to be just because right now they're under Lord Tech. They're all going to think of just the corporatization of it.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't make sense for them to say that forever. Or because the Maxwell Lord does help fund Justice League International. Maybe that might merge, part of them might merge into that, part of them might leave to something else. Because in the comics, the Terrifics are Plastic Man, Phantom Girl, Mr. Terrific, and Metamorpho. We already have half of them here. Just do that. You also could just call them the Terrifics, and you already have 4 members now. I don't even care if you switch people in it. That's fine. Because no one knows who the fuck Phantom Girl is anyway. Like in modern audiences, it's like just like Plastic Man would be fun to use. Like use Ben Schwartz or something. But you don't have to do that. You could have them just be this team instead. They're already wearing basically Mr. Terrific's outfit already. Yeah, let's talk a bit about Supergirl.
That was a fun appearance.
That was fun. Yeah, Millie Alcock's fun. Oh, you have no way to judge her yet as a character in this movie.
Yeah. But I think it's already setting her up in a very interesting way of showing her like just in a constant state of
depressed.
Like, yeah, like very clearly is depressed and is hiding it through just constant partying and drinking and stuff. Because, you know, you explained isn't it like she in this world like only recently just got like to Earth or something like that?
So she is about usually 15 years ish older than Clark is.
Mm-hmm.
So, but in the travel, like, because she saw the Krypton die, which begs the question: she knows the truth about his parents.
Well, no, I think Gunn even like said that like, you know, Clark never asked, and like if she does know, like that could also just be feeding into like her alcoholism.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think that it's bizarre that the never asked thing is a kind of a cop out. I think,
or it could also be she just didn't know that side of them. It could also just be as plain and simple as that.
Yeah, I mean that's true. But the thing about it's because she's about 15 years older than him. He lands first, and there's usually like a time dilation difference between like her, so she gets stuck in the age she was. I like that Crypto's her dog. I think it's a fascinating twist into how it usually is.
Yeah,
but I also like that. I think it'll become Clark's dog.
Yeah,
because she clearly leaves him there again because mid-credit scene is those two on the moon together.
Yeah, because I think she's away so much that I think that Crypto will just become his dog, and it honestly does set her up to make me very excited for the Supergirl movie because you have that, and then the first teaser poster for it, like instead of saying like look up, it's spray painted to say look out, and I think that's very interesting.
Which begs my favorite theory I've seen so far is what if every DCU movie is like a look something, like Batman would look around, Wonder Woman look within.
That could be
Martian Manhunter could be look again because he can change forms.
That could be fun.
There's like a lot of fun things they could do with that. I think it would like get cheesy some people, but like maybe if the first 7 members of Justice League, you could do that.
Yeah, you
could do something like look out. We're all. I could like I don't know. They could change. I don't know how to look at you, but for the Justice League as a team, you could do looking at as well for the tagline, and that'd be the end of that, the look saga, or I don't know. But
yeah,
we also announced the Superman saga now officially, so we're gonna have now numerous Superman movies. David Cornswet and Nicholas Hoult are both signed on for more movies officially as well. At least a sequel. I think it might be a come as you go basis for these movies, but generally they're gonna keep saying yes. I feel like for a while.
Oh yeah, like you can tell that everyone that worked on this movie like loved working on it.
Yeah. I also want to say on the note of that last scene though, people have complained, and I understand the complaint. I get it of Superman not showing up into Jarenpur when they're all chanting for his name. Arguably, he did.
Yeah.
The essence of what Superman is and what he stands for did show up. They wanted Superman, and they got Superman. It was in the form of the Justice Gang, but he inspired them to do better.
Yeah.
That would not have happened without Superman. So them calling for Superman, literally people heard, answered and decided, you gotta all step up and help. That's so good.
Yeah.
What do you want to see in a sequel most?
A lot more of like Clark in his personal life, like as Clark himself. Like, I want to see more of him. I want to see more of him and Lois's relationship, his time at the Daily Planet. Like, not, again, making the whole focus of that the movie, but I would like to see more of that, because I think that would be a nice, part to have.
We might get more of that in the Jim Nielsen show, too, which would help balance that out, probably, too.
Yeah.
Or just more gorillas. We don't know. I do believe, though, also, one thing about Zod I want to say is, rest in peace to, I think, Terrence Stamp just died this week.
Yeah. Who
played Zod in the 1978 series. He was in Superman 2, but and 1, which is also one film when it's shot. But that's really tragic. I just thought that I meant to put in the notes earlier today, but I have been a busy boy. So Brainiac would be a good sequel thing. I also there's a problem in this. There's a contradiction from what people keep saying and what Gunn keeps saying versus something actually in the movie. The Daily Planet, the banner at the bottom, because it's on digital, people can see it. It says Lex falsified the message. So that got past James Gunn, or it was the truth, and it just I don't know, but.
if that is the case, like Lex did that, then I feel like a lot of the impact of the story and Clark's journey is lessened because of it.
I don't. I really think it's the exact same journey he goes on. 'Cause the whole point is with Podcast is it's regardless of the message. It's what you take from it, what you meant.
I fully am for that, but I don't know. I feel like that having that be the truth, I don't know. I think that has more impact to me.
Or the only way I think only way I'm okay with it really being changed is if it was Brainiac doing it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't want it changed though, because I really like it. I think it works really well.
I'm on both sides of that. I can see it. I'm fine either way, but I prefer them to not be shitty people. Or the best reveal ever was to be if they think that Earth is still like caveman stage. Like that would be if it's they're literally thinking about they're simple creatures, like genuinely simple. That would be great. I would actually love that reveal of, well, I thought you all were like way behind. That'd be pretty funny. I think it's fascinating we're not getting any Jor-El like AI or Laura AI or something that we had before. It's just video. It's kind of fun.
I love at the end where, because in the beginning we see that he watches his parents' message to like, help calm him and like bring him back down. And then at the end, after everything is revealed, he changes it to footage of him with his Earth parents and like their time together, like throughout his entire life. Like that hit me so hard. That was so great.
Fun fact, the kid who played young Clark in that video was the same one who was the baby in WandaVision. One of the babies, the kids. That kid's been playing Bill since birth. Really powerful film, I think, overall. I think thematically works incredibly well.
Yeah.
I think if you hate this movie, watch it and just hate Superman in it. You just hate the character of Superman. Like, just point blank.
Yep.
And I don't get that.
Nope.
I have some people who saw this and thought that he wasn't too whiny or bratty. Like, I don't think he's whiny. I think he's passionate and like outspoken. That's about it.
Yeah.
He cries out in pain when he sees Millie die. He knows his name. He knows a civilian's name by heart. First off, a nickname for him.
Yeah.
Also, the whole thing I said is his dad next to me. He's like, I don't have a family. He lied to make Superman feel less guilty. But in the paper later on, you can see it has father. His family is still alive, which is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
I love that the village leader casting of in Jaranpur, who starring Superman after the kid does. The actor said later on that he was so happy to get cast in this role because only pretty much been cast as terrorist so far. So having a role actually cast someone for just being a good person felt really meaningful to him. And that's also part of the power of what cinema can do is representation, seeing yourself, and screen can be meaningful and could do a lot. So it was really cool for James Gunn to do that. Peacemaker's in this movie.
Love it.
Complain about not, I'm more jacked than they are. I'm just more jacked than they are, guys. They're just jealous. It was a weird moment. Nicole rolled her eyes so hard at that.
I thought it was funny.
Does the general public like Peacemaker? I don't
the
know.
general public does not really know.
No, right.
You mean our general public?
No, in the world. Why does he on TV?
Well, that network is clearly supposed to be like a Fox News type, like Jake Tapper type host, and like.
No, I get that. How does anyone know who he is?
Peacemaker has a public reception of being a racist superhero, and I think this is like they're just like, oh, let's get a superhero on. Who can we get that would actually return our calls? I guess Peacemaker can return our calls.
Why was Clark watching it?
He wasn't watching it. Lois was. Lois had the TV on.
Better question.
I think she was just flipping through channels.
Fair enough. I love the idea that there's a dimensional imp outside, and it's like, I got it covered. This is like a regular basis for them now. It's just life.
That was really funny.
I saw someone complain that Superman would help out with that. We're living in a world where some threats just are covered and are handled fine.
Yeah. Like, if he thought they needed help, he would go help them.
The hot cocoa in the moment was like, it's really good. It was just, her batting a giant bat on the imp outside is great. I feel like referencing the idea of an interdimensional imp, though, does set us up for Mr. Mix's Pitalick, which I want so badly, more than anything. That's my point. What for number 2 is I want that to be the villain. Is Superman now has to deal with a fucking imp the whole time, who is just obnoxious as hell. His powers are almost unlimited, but he chooses to be goofy with them, and that's just fun.
No, he'll be the villain of the Jimmy Olsen show.
Oh my god! Actually, yes, please.
That'd be really.
That would be perfect. If he's how we get Gorilla Grodd, he just makes an ape really smart. I would laugh so hard.
That'd be really funny.
I love this movie. So I like the casting of everyone here so much. I love the idea. I know we're talking for a long time about this movie, but it's just really good. I'm so excited to see this world fully fleshed out.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping we won't get actually, he was Marsh Manager the whole time moment.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
I really want to have John Jones just be like a private eye, like the comics originally was. Please, like just have him be a dude.
It could be.
That's what Manhunter is. That's what it comes from. He hunts people down, like, and they're like, "Hey guys, I got your pictures. That wasn't fair." Have him be just dude who just does stuff, not some general. Have him be like, or have him crash land. Like if the Justice League movie was the same as the Secret Invasion or Secret Origins episodes of Justice League cartoon, the first episodes 1, 2, and 3 of as the arrival of Martian Manhunter, that would be really fun as well. Would you prefer having Wally or Barry as the Flash? Do you care at all?
I don't know enough about Wally West's Flash to know the difference of like their characters essentially.
To be fair, you probably only know Barry from Ezra Miller, right?
Barry from that and from the Flash CW show. But again, I've only seen like a few episodes of that.
Yeah. You ever watched any animated movies though? Like you've seen Flashpoint or
I've seen Flashpoint. That might be the only one I've seen with him. I haven't seen any of the Justice League animated ones.
So I would at this point think he might do Wally just because I think I have a sneaking suspicion that the lineup of the Justice League might be the 7 from the cartoon.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Because we have Jon Stewart also from Lanterns being the main Lantern now going forward, and he's also the youngest. We have Aaron Pierre, but we're probably switching out Shara Hull for Kendra Saunders. But I don't know, man. I'm on board with this universe. I think I prefer Wally now also because it'd be a change of pace. But I think people say they should have Jay Garrick, the OG Lantern, just be Grant Gustin, passing on the torch from how we had John Wesley Shipp was the Flash in the 90s. He became Jay Garrick in the TV show. Like always having the last Flash be the old Flash would always be kind of a fun tradition. Would be kind of fun to continue that. Although I wouldn't take him seriously as being an older man though.
No,
or he could have. I mean, he could be youngish. He could just from a different era. Oh, also, I guess one more thing. The Hall of Justice is this movie. The Hall of Justice itself.
Yeah.
But clearly the JSA existed here first. They have a mural with like Wildcat on it, and like we got Dr. Fate on there. We have the actual JSA on the mural, and every character was broken down as well. And that's cool because they've been around for 300 years now, Metahumans. So is the JSA just on this Earth, but like I don't know, 100 years ago? That would be really cool. Man, I'm down for this universe. You ready for what's next? Woman Tomorrow next year?
Yes.
Supergirl.
Very excited. It's funny seeing reports saying that like Supergirl is going to beat Spider-Man at the box office. I'm like, you see, I want to believe you, but it's Spider-Man.
People say this is perform badly. It's going to end with over $650 million.
Well, some idiots think this movie costs like $7,100,000. I can't think of normal numbers. God, I'm so tired.
You went down.
I know, I did.
Yes,
I'm aware.
So I think that it made more than Iron Man did in its run, and it's still in theaters right now. But on top of that, people like, Man of Steel made more. Okay, it came off the back of The Dark Knight Rises for DC. Like, of course it made more.
Yeah,
it came off the back of what was last for DC. What was the last DC movie that came out before this?
Before this,
was it Black Adam?
Let's see, they didn't have anything last year. Aquaman: The Lost Kingdom. Yeah,
makes sense why it didn't do as well. The perception of DC from when Man of Steel came out, from when this came out, is different.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because back then, the only major DC movies were the Dark Knight trilogy and Green Lantern, but no one liked Green Lantern, so no one really thought anything of it. And then once Man of Steel came out, people were like, oh, whoa, new Superman movie? Christopher Nolan's involved?
Yeah, and it came off the back of Nolan's trilogy, and then also came off the back of the Avengers coming out.
Yeah.
So like people were like, okay, I'm on board, it's a new universe, let's go with it, and that makes sense. Here, people also are now watching, people who are renting and buying it online digitally now, I've been a ton of reports saying, I would have gone to theater sooner if I knew it was this good. That's been constantly what's being said.
I really hate this trend because they keep doing it, especially with like Marvel stuff that should have like been big successes, and it really makes me mad.
But also, they can still see in theaters. It's still available. Go see it, guys. Josh, that's our podcast today.
Woo! We talked a lot.
Any final thoughts on Superman?
He's the goodest dude that's ever goodest, and I want to see him in everything. I
love that his initials are DC. It just feels right.
I never thought of that. That's great. I love it.
It's so good. I'm ready for this universe to continue. I'm ready to see. Please give me Pattinson as Batman. I know it might not happen, but if it does, I want to see the chaos of this emo, sad Bruce. Like, this guy's too chipper for me. I don't like this.
You would see Clark genuinely trying to be a friend, like wanting to hang out with him, and he'd be like, "Get away from me! I hate you."
Imagine Clark giving him a foster dog of Ace the Bat Hound.
He would totally do that. Bruce would be like, I don't want no stupid dog. And then like he would just secretly like be loving it like in the Batcave. But he wouldn't want Clark to know.
I'm so on board with this. All right. Josh, where can people find you online?
I'm at places. I'm on YouTube at Josh Rudolph, Instagram at J_Rudy16, Letterboxd at at my name, Josh Rudolph. I keep forgetting I changed that.
Yay! You can find me online everywhere at SEANDOTMOV, Sean.mov. That's a little filmmaker reference for the file format that I export things in. But also on top of that, I'm on, again, that's everywhere, like, I don't know, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, not LinkedIn, that's not true, Letterboxd, Threads, Blue Sky, everywhere you can find me, if that's my username. If it's not that username, it's probably not me. Also, you can follow the show at GeekSpeak Pod on Twitter and Blue Sky, as well as on our Discord down below. We talk to us real time about stuff. You can email our show at podgeekspeak@gmail.com and subscribe to us on YouTube for watch video podcasts when they occasionally do happen for like, guests and things. Although right now we do need to update that YouTube page with podcasts. It's been like about, I think, 6 months of not any of them being posted, so we gotta fix that soon. Josh, it's been a fun episode. I really did have a super-tastic summer with you, and I'm hoping that we can talk about Fantasy 4 hopefully this week. Instead of, I might go watch it again also to get a refresher on it. I herald his beginning, I herald your end, I herald the end of the show. All right, Josh. Peace.
Peace.